Hello, hello, hello. I thought I'd best be doing this because given that it's nearly the end of November, it's about time that we had our monthly tarot reading. So here I am. Let's see what we've got in store for November. Our word for November is this one. Ooh, nice. Tenderness. That's a lovely word. I think also at this time of year, that's quite an important word because we're at the pointy end of the year and everybody's a bit crazy at the moment with Christmas coming up and school winding up. So let's see what's in store for us. Now, this is lovely. For me, this card, it's actually the Six of Cauldrons. And for me, this card is all about doors opening and rewards for all the hard work and all the effort that everybody's put in this year. And it just feels like that tenderness and gentleness, we've done the work. And now it's time to maybe take a breath and pause. And this is interesting because when we did our live on Sunday night, that was one of the things I was talking about. I was talking about how everybody's done so much this year, one way or another. And we never stop and actually appreciate what we've done and appreciate all the things that we've accomplished. And I think we just take a box and move forward. And this is talking about the rewards and doors opening for you because of all the hard work and all the efforts that you've put in this year. Let's see what's next. Options. Lots and lots of options. Now, if you've been doing courses and if you've been studying and whatever the heck you've been doing, it's obviously opened a lot of doors for you. And this is all around lots of different options. Now, sometimes a lot of options is a really, really good thing, but sometimes a lot of options gets confusing. So I would say in terms of this, if you've been doing lots of different things this year, and you've learned lots of new skills or you've moved forward in any way, it's time to consolidate. It's time to work out, okay, so I learned this. What can I take from that? What can I take from this? What can I do with this bit? And just narrow the field, narrow your options, and stick with something that's maybe a passion for you or something that has really, really resonated with you. Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, wow. Okay. Queen of Cauldrons. This card for me is always about giving yourself the gift of freedom. And I just feel queens are the ones who've got it together. They know what it's all about. So whether this is freedom from stress, freedom from whatever you've been stuck with, freedom to do what you want to do and be who you want to be and do it gently. So that's a beautiful card. It's one of my very favorite cards. The waters are calm. The work is done. It's reinforcing that it's now a time for gentleness and tenderness. I'm liking this reading. Sometimes they're a bit messy, but this one feels okay. Ooh. Endings and change. This is my death card. Endings and change. A lot of people at the moment are having tower moments where everything seems to be crashing and bashing. And it's time to, hi Karen, hi Esther. It's time to maybe clear out the old, drop things that aren't serving you anymore. Good time to do this too. We're coming to the end of the year. So in November, start clearing anything that's not working for you anymore. Start deciding what you want next year to look like. Pause, just pause and be gentle with yourself, because when we hit silly season, that's when it all goes pear-shaped. Hi Karen, how lovely to see you. Let's see what's next. Nice, nice, nice. This one's all about having money. Now, it's also all about, if you can see it, he's throwing the money away. Very expensive time this month. Absolutely. The next 3 months, especially if you've got kids, because we've got Christmas coming up, we've got holidays coming up, we've got kids having to go back to school. So this is all around, I have to just keep throwing money at everything. Now, money was made round to go round. And one of the things around money is people get all tied up in knots about money. But if you focus on lack and focus on not having enough, then you'll never have enough. If you focus on, as I put it out, I bless it and I ask it to come back threefold. And as you hand it out, it should come back to you. As you give it out, it should come back to you. Hi, Barbara. So especially at this time of year, it's really important. And if you're buying gifts, put love into that. If you're buying clothes for the kids for school, if you're buying books for the kids for school, no matter what it is that you're doing, set your intention, you know. And it's like, I'm blessed to have this money so that I can buy this. I'm blessed to have this money so that I can put my children into school uniforms. I'm blessed to have this money so that I can get their books for school, whatever. And always think about it as a blessing, not that you're spending all this money, because as long as you keep moving it out, it will keep coming in. And I know that that sounds ludicrous, especially if you don't have a lot of money, but trust me, it actually works. Hi, Jeanette. Okay, I'm going to do some more of these cards. I don't usually do this many, but I've just got this notion. Again, now Barbara's on here, and this is talking about cutting ties, working on freedom from your own mind chatter and getting rid of all the negative blah-de-blah-de-blahs. Also really important, really, really important. You know, you only get what you think you deserve. And if you don't think you deserve very much, that's what you'll get, not very much. So again, that clear everything out. At this time, it's really weird. Lots of things are coming to an end and lots of people are in this process of change. And it really is time to clear the clutter. Declutter your home, declutter your mind, declutter everything. Because there's a huge shift coming at the moment. And, you know, like December will be upon us faster than the speed of light. There's a huge meditation happening in December as well around the solstice. That's on the 21st. And KERRIE and I will probably be back on and do something for that one. And that feels like the start of the shift. And then by March, when the equinox happens on the 20th of March, that feels like when the next giant leap is going to take place. So we want to be clear and we want to know where we're going. And we really, really want to be ready for that. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 3 more. Frustration. It's interesting because that's how I feel at the moment. I feel like I'm standing still and I feel like I'm not doing much and I feel like I'm not doing enough. And again, that's that clearing. It's like, I don't feel like I'm moving forward and I'm not, because I'm consolidating. I'm working out what it's going to look like for me next year. What am I going to keep? What am I going to change? What am I going to get rid of? And that was what I was talking about a little bit earlier in terms of look at all your options. What's working? What's not? Get rid of what's not working. You might need to change it up. This isn't drastic. This is pivot. Just pivot and change maybe the way you do things or how you feel about things or what's happening in your life. Just pivot. Okie dokie. Balance. Get everything into balance. Now, this card is actually telling me that you don't need to do this all by yourself. This is around, get people around you, get your tribe, get your friends. A lot of people hate asking for help. You know, asking for help and being vulnerable, that's a superpower. You know how you feel if you do something for somebody. It makes you feel really good that you've been able to help them. So by asking someone to help you, you're giving them a gift. And you're giving them a gift of thinking, I'm valuable in your life. You need me to help you. I'm willing to help you. So don't think I have to do this all by myself, or don't feel guilty about that either. Okay. Ooh. This is the moon. Now, For me, this card's around decisions. And it's also, there's no such thing as a black and white decision. There's always that scorpion sting in the tail. The other thing around this moon card that this one's telling me today is it's not so much about that. It's actually more about pay attention to your dreams. I just feel that there'll be messages coming through for you in your dreams. If you're having really vivid dreams or you're not sleeping, get a pen and paper, have it by your bedside, and just start writing. Now, a lot of people, when they lie down, all of a sudden their heads kick in, and it's like, oh, what haven't I done today? Oh my goodness, I could have done that better. You know, all that nonsense. Just get a pen and paper and write it down. Get it out your head and onto paper. The other thing is, if you are having dreams and they're really, really vivid, if you don't write it down, you're going to get fractured in the morning. You'll get little bits of remembering or whatever that is. But if you can actually sit up and write it all down, it might not make any sense to you at that point in time, like if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But keep an eye on it, because maybe it's a message and a couple of days later, something will come through for you. Okay, dokie. I'm going to do 3 cards. Barbara says that she's been clearing for quite a few years. You know, I think we've all been doing that. And I do feel it's just in preparation. It's to get ready for the next version of ourselves. You know, like 3 years ago, I wasn't who I am now. And in 3 years, I'm going to be somebody completely different. Because we keep changing and growing and evolving. And that's nice. That's really great. Hi, Sharon. I'm also in Brisbane. Okay. I've got my 3 cards. Any one or all of them, whichever you choose. This one's talking about body movement. This is about keep moving forward, one step in front of the other. Don't stagnate. And again, you know, sometimes we hold on to stuff because of fear. Sometimes we hold on to stuff because we've always done the same stuff, and why change it? Why fix it if it ain't broke? But this one is about keep moving forward, keep moving forward on your journey. Energy goes where you put it. So if there's, next card, follow your dreams. If there's big dreams that you have, put the energy into it. Absolutely put the energy into it. Because this dreaming stuff, like my dreams are freaking enormous. They're huge, like vast. And opportunities keep presenting themselves to me. And this is around that options thing. Is this a good option? Is this keeping me on my track? Is this something that's going to take me sideways? Is this going to add value to my life? Am I going to be able to manage this? If the answer to all these questions is yes, then go for your life. But if you've got the wobbles and you think, I don't know about this, I don't know if this is a good idea, and you start seeing all the downsides of it, I would say that's your gut saying, maybe not, maybe not. So again, baby steps. Even if you go 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I say this a lot. No, sometimes no decision is a good decision, because sometimes things just unravel themselves. And if you don't push it, like if there's no effort, then it's for you. If it's hard and it gets tough and stuff keeps getting in your way, don't push it, because it's not worth the aggravation. But keep moving forward in baby steps and follow your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, that's never going to happen, or that's not going to work for you, or blah, blah, blah. If you do the work, it'll all come true. And my final card is making music, which says, if you keep moving forward and follow your dreams, it's going to all work for you and it's going to come true. I'll go that way. This is all around this change, this shift in energy, all the work that I've been doing all this year. And for the past 3 years, a lot of us have been doing this. And I think in some ways, especially in my group of friends and the people around me, things are accelerating, and we're doing things like we're just doing more and more and more. And it's like we're raising our level, our energy level more and more and more. And that stuff around that cut ties, you know, there's going to be people and things that aren't necessarily going to be right for us at the next level. And sometimes you've got to let go of people that hold you back or get in your way or aren't really serving you the best purpose. So I would say, another one. That's very interesting too. This, if you have to get rid of things, do it gently and do it with tenderness. That there's people in your life where maybe you've been supporting them for a long time. Nothing is going to change for them because they are so stuck. And it's like putting band-aids on broken legs. And it's a waste of your energy. And a lot of these people, or some of these people, all they do is take your energy, and they're quite happy to be stuck where they are. So I would say very, very gently extricate yourself from these situations. And it's not because you don't like them anymore, or it's not because you can't help them anymore. It's simply because you're on a path that they're maybe not yet ready for, or you're on a path that they don't agree with because it doesn't fit with their thinking. And I think that's one of the things that can get in your way and that can hold you back. So I would say very gently remove yourself from that kind of situation. If there's stuff that you really doesn't bring you joy and you hate it, or if it's stuff that's draining and sucking the life out of you, it's not right for you. Not right for you. Be kind to yourself and get yourself out of that without feeling guilty. My final card, and these are my new ones, and I just think they're lovely. Spirit Messages Oracle cards. It says, don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times, as that is when you will grow most. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. I can't believe that card came out because that was the very first thing I said at the very beginning of this reading, that the rewards are waiting. They're there because so many of us have done so much of the work. We've really worked hard this year. I've got friends that have done 5 and 6 courses this year, and they're consolidating now and they're putting all this stuff together, and they're now at a point where they're just ready to jump and they're just waiting for the opportunities. Barbara says, I'll put it up. Sorry, I'm not very good at this because I've usually got my bubble girl that helps me. But Barbara says you won't get anywhere by pushing anything. Everything I have manifested in my life has come easy while I'm just mucking around, joking and making suggestions to the universe. And that's really, really true. You know, like if you set your intentions and feel the feeling of when it's going to get there and what it's going to feel like when you've made it. Because Karen was saying, set your intentions, set your intentions. You know, every year I do that. I write a list. And then at the end of the year, I take off all the things that I've done. And I look at the things that I haven't done and I think, did I really need that? If I really need it, I'll shift it to the next year. If I didn't really need it, well, bugger it. It can just go because something else has come in that's maybe replaced that, or I've done something better, or I've done something different. So I think November is a time for taking a breath, settle, set your intentions while we've still got time before Christmas crazy comes. Set your intentions. Don't feel guilty about distancing yourself from people or things that aren't serving you. And be really proud of yourself. Really proud of yourself. A lot of the people on here I've spent the last year with, one way or another. And a lot of you that I don't personally know are on my Facebook page. So I've seen all the things that you do, and I've seen your journey. And I'm so proud of you. You know, like some of you have had a really hard year this year. There's been all sorts of tower moments where the shit's hit the fan. And one way or another, you've just stayed on your feet and just kept moving forward, that body movement stuff. So there you go. Be gentle with yourself this month. Don't get freaked out. Stay calm. Remember to breathe. Breathing is important, very important. Take time for yourself before we hit crazy mental. Um, and I'll catch up with you. Some of you I'll catch up. We have another live. We had one on Sunday, so the next one's in a fortnight. And that's a celebration of everybody who's on here. It's a celebration of all of the things you guys have accomplished this year. It's a celebration of the things that you guys are proud of. Something, just whack up a comment about something that you've done this year that you're proud of, or a change you've made, or a shift you've made. And we're all going to be congratulating you, because you don't just take the box and move forward. You actually celebrate your successes, and that's what we want to see. So that's what November is all going to be about. It's all going to be about joy. And then our final gathering is a fortnight after that, and that will be just a reading show. So that should be interesting as well, because that's right at the end of November. Happy Halloween to everybody. I hope you get lots of trick-or-treaters. I love Halloween. It's one of my very favorites. I will see you in a couple of weeks with KERRIE. Thank you for being with me. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.